Hey, what's up, everybody? First, second, LOL. How are people doing today? Make sure you guys hit that like button as soon as you get in here. It does help out with growth. Make sure you kick that like button for the YouTube algorithm, for the Rumble algorithm, whatever that entails. But yes, Mr. P, you are fourth. I don't know. Well, comment wise, yes. Good morning. Good morning. Don't like. Oh, done like. Got you. I couldn't really see it that much. Let me increase the size of that so that I could see everything. But yeah, I wanted to go through all of my stuff, make sure I have everything situated before we dive into everything. Bring up Kraken, bring up coin market cap, and bring up my Patreon as well, and also Rumble. Give me a second. Yeah, we're 3 followers away from 350 followers, which is amazing, by the way, guys. Also, I talked to people in my on Patreon. I just got another dividend payment. Is it a lot? No. It's like 51 cents, but I still got another dividend payment, and I'm happy about that. So yeah, just before we get started in a lot of things, again, kick that like button for the YouTube algorithm, for the Rumble algorithm, as well as if you guys aren't following me on Rumble, go ahead and follow me on Rumble. The link to my Rumble should be in the description, but I will also add it to the chat. Yeah, I'll also add it to the chat. Join me on Rumble. Follow me on Rumble, get me up to 350, and then we're on the road to 400 and hopefully half of 1,000, right? Also, if you guys want to follow my Patreon, feel free to join my Patreon. The link is down in the description. We have 4 different memberships where we talk about various different things, different investments that I've made, different things that are happening or things that I buy, all of that stuff that's happening, as well as we have communities that we can reach out to and talk back and forth. So feel free to check that out in the description. But right now, the crypto market does not look super positive. However, it still is sitting at a $1.38 trillion market cap. While it is down 3.4%, and we're seeing Bitcoin's dominance kind of remain steady, it's up by 0.25%. We're seeing a pretty decently sized crypto bloodbath. Like if we look at things that are dropping the most, we're going to see FTX token is leading the way. I just mentioned that on Patreon. Like I knew that this would happen. This annoying desk ornament will malfunction soon. I don't think it will. It did yesterday. So I don't know if you saw my credit card video. It was standing still, and I was like, why is this not moving? And it's because I hit it, and I hit it at the right moment to where it stood up and down and just didn't go left or right. So it was a little bit of an issue there, but it's still moving, so we're good. You guys can't see it now though because I'm in my screen. But FTX token did drop. I did say that this would happen. Now, granted, people made a lot of money from FTX and how far that has gone up versus how it has come down. I said that eventually you get to a point where they have the news where FTX is approved to kind of relaunch, but the approval and the actual action that takes place in order to relaunch is kind of far away. So in that lull area, you're probably not going to see as much that goes into that position. But you do see that Little is down by 15%. You're seeing Ordi is down by 11%. Solana is down by 10%. That's at about $58. It was down a lot more, or not a lot more, but definitely more. I saw it at like 12% down at one point, down to like a 56 dollar price or something. But it is down 10%. And what's crazy is it's still up a decent amount. So Polygon, Matic, that is down about 10% as well. You're seeing gas that's down 8%, Chainlink's down 8%. So there's a lot of things that are red. You can see here, Algorand again down 7%, almost 8%. Optimism down 7% or almost 8%. Cardano 6%. So there's a lot of things that are pretty down. FTT come back zero soon. I don't know about that. All our crypto coins flow FTT. Don't spam comments. If you have comments you have to say, just put it all in one comment or two comments. There's no need to spam comments, because if you spam comments, you're gonna get the next couple. You're probably gonna get timed out, and then if it happens again, it's gonna be a longer timeout. And that it happens again, then I take action. So just try and do it all in one comment. I appreciate you for subscribing and being able to comment at this point, but make sure you put it all in one. Put it all in one comment. Yearn Finance, FYI, killing it. I did see that. I know it is back down. It was up to $15,000 for Yearn Finance, but it's not there now. I think it's at like 14. So yeah, it's back down to 14.5, but still in the last hour it's down 2%. But still, you see this grown as much as it did. It's fantastic. Celestia is actually making a move overall. That's at about $6.13. If you aren't a part of my Patreon, I talked about what I did with my Kraken portfolio. And I said I wouldn't mention anything until the live stream. I took a portion of my Kraken portfolio. So the Celestia portion, so whatever was in here, and I invested half of what I had into other plays that are in here, which have since come down. It doesn't matter when I'm investing. It just matters that I'm continuously adding to the portfolio to add newer things. So for the things that I have added, let's see if I have transactions. Things that I've added, I added more to, I don't even know how to say this. It's a BSK, but I added more to that. I added about $5 to that and bought 74,000 of it. I bought 1 Aptos. I bought 5 OP, 1 Atom. I bought 10 Matic. I bought $12 worth of Moon River, which was $2. And you could see here I have the $53 that I took out of Celestia. So I'm just looking to take some of the gains and then reinvest them into other things. So that's why I decided to do that. Good morning, Matt. I'm sorry I missed the live stream. Why is XRP going down, bro? So sorry you missed the live stream. We just started. It's 9 minutes into this live stream. XRP is going down because right now we're in the middle of kind of a lull period for this, right? We thought we would see a settlement with XRP, and we haven't seen that settlement. What we have seen is confirmation that the CEO of Ripple is going to fight this thing to the end. And it seems like maybe he doesn't even want to accept the settlement at this point and wants to see the final judgment and how much that will mean to the overall situation, which means that it's not until early 2024 to where we see any type of move. It's actually past that, basically around the halving time period where you have the ruling that could come out. And hopefully we see a settlement beforehand. But it seems like what the SEC has done is they've asked for, basically they said, hey, we have this settlement. But then as you got to the date where maybe they would have accepted the settlement, they took it back and said, no, we're not doing the settlement. And maybe it was because of whatever they wanted to accomplish there. Because honestly, it probably was a decent settlement. And it's not about the fact that they think they're going to win. They just want to prolong the inevitable, which is XRP skyrocketing to way higher levels and getting out of litigation, and then also having an XRP ETF and seeing that absolutely fly to a whole nother level. So honestly, XRP right now, the reason why it's dropping and it's down 5% is because people don't know exactly what will come out of this, right? Whether we're going to see that settlement come out now, or we're going to see the a settlement come out in 2024. But it seems like what the CEO is thinking is that they're going to take this to the Supreme Court. So I honestly don't know like what will be like this low point. Are we looking at different support levels, or are we just now understanding that, yeah, this may sit here for a while? Even though the market is running, XRP may not do anything massive because of the fact that we haven't seen any type of progress on that side, you know? So honestly, could be a good chance to have more XRP until this does run. I'll have a little bit more of an update video on different things later today on XRP. Thank you so much, Matt. I truly appreciate you. God bless. Well, thank you for saying that. I appreciate that a lot. So is it a good time to buy XRP? Like I said, I think it's still a good price. Obviously, you would love to have it at like 30 cents or 40 cents, but 50 or 60 cents is not really much further than where you were at 40 cents or at 50 cents. So is it the best price to buy? Obviously not, but is it still a good price? What's good is right now in the last hour, we're seeing things that are turning around. Like I said, you may see a bounce at certain levels, and we're seeing Bitcoin that's turning around 0.5%, Ethereum 0.3%. You're seeing BNB 0.3%. Solana is up 2.2%, and Cardano is up 1%. So things are starting to turn around a little bit for some things. Let's go ahead and check what is moving the most in the last hour. So Solana is moving the most, up 2.2%. Then you see Ordi that's up 1.5%. And, Cardano, that's up 1.4%, Gala 1.3%. So again, some things are kind of catching a little bit of groove here. While you see Kronos, that's down to 9.5 cents, it is moving a little bit in the last hour. Lunic will break out soon. I think Lunic will be big. I know a lot of people are not fans of what I said on Twitter, where I was like, I have a strange feeling that Terra Luna Classic, like we're all going to be, like I'm going to be a Terra Luna Classic millionaire by 2025. Even though that doesn't really tell you like how that's going to happen. I just have a strange feeling that that's going to happen, right? Anything can honestly happen. Will Caspa go down to 10 cents? It looks like Caspa's seeing, major movement. And if we're seeing the market start to come back, you're going to see Caspa. I guess Caspa's not seeing major movement now, but let's look for Caspa. Where's it at in the last 7 days? Where's it at today? And where's it at in the last hour? Caspa is down by 4.3%. Or sorry, why am I saying 4.3%? 2.2%. It's at $12 or 12.5 cents. At a 2.6, or is that 2.8? I can't see that at all. It might be 2.69 trillion dollar. What billion dollar market cap? I'm all over the place. Let me go turn on this heat because I'm freezing. It would be great if it was at $1 trillion market cap, but it is at a 2.6 or $2.7 billion market cap. The volume is down by 10 or 11%. And we're seeing that it's at a $205 million day. So again, absolutely fantastic. I did see that, and I put that out that Binance and Binance Futures is listing Caspa, which is definitely a big deal. Obviously, you want to be able to see it on, Kraken and Coinbase and all of these places that really have a ton of volume. So eventually you'll get there and Caspa will be worth so much more than it is right now. So now I guess people are wondering like where this will go. If we are going to see a continuation of the bloodbath, where this will go. Honestly, it doesn't look like 10 cents is kind of that option. I would like to see a retracement because we really haven't seen a retracement at all. Besides, like if we look at the last month, this is the only like the closest thing to a retracement. And it hasn't even been that. With how much growth we've seen here, we expected to see a pretty big size pullback. So Seeing it back to this 8 cent mark is definitely telling me, will it get back down to this 10 cent mark or 11 cent mark if I scroll in? This would be the level that most people would probably repurchase at, this and down here at 11 cents, but it doesn't look like you have any type of detail. The only thing you have up here is that 10 cent mark right here to where it could fall back to if it's going to continue on that route. However, it looks like the market's starting to come back a little bit from a 1.38. You can't even see my screen. $1.38 trillion market cap to a $1.39 trillion market cap. So anyways, like I was saying, since you guys couldn't see my screen, this is the point right here, right? $10 price point where people are like, can it resist from that point? I don't know if it truly will come back down there, even though that would be a healthy retracement because we haven't seen any type of healthy retracement from Caspa yet. But most people are looking at these points here down at 11 or looking right here, at the 12 area or 12 level. And honestly, that's not really, a massive retracement from the level of 15. I guess so. It makes sense how it would pull back to 12 and have a decently sized pullback. But it's still, I don't think, at the level that we expected for any type of retracement, especially after all of the movement. So yesterday I undelegated my Lunic. I've been thinking about undelegating my Lunic as well, but I'm gaining, a decent amount. I still have, let me go over my portfolio here. I'm gaining a decent amount. I have 115,000 in staking rewards. So I'm gaining a decent amount there. And every single day that I go back in there, it's always a little bit more. Every month I have, a lot more, and I'm able to, maybe in the end capture a hell of a lot more as it is at $1, right? If that does become the case, right? But yeah, I've been thinking about undelegating, a lot. First, I was thinking about redelegating things to different areas to instead of having like 5 different places that I have it delegated to. I was thinking about just redelegating it, and then I was like, should I undelegate it altogether and like throw it on a different platform? So you have the freedom to do whatever you want to. Good morning, Matt. Can you tell me where Elmo is this morning? I have it on MetaMask, but it's not showing the amount. You have it on MetaMask, but it's not showing the amount. Yeah, I can show you. Again, I'm not working with Elmo, but I can still, just talk about where Elmo is right now. I haven't looked at it in a while. I guess Elmo is currently at a level of a half of a penny. It's up 11% on the day, so that's good. In the last 7 days, it's slightly down from 5.5 cents to 5 cents. You're seeing in the last month that it is down about 9%. In the last year, it's down just 1.7% after seeing this increase up to about 3 cents from where it started. It's kind of flat to where it has started there. Again, I think Elmo had and has a lot of potential. And we'll see where they go from there and how far that this, they do take it. I bought CLSK stock, which is a mining company for mining Bitcoin. When Bitcoin goes up, this stock will skyrocket. Plus, the price is way more affordable than Bitcoin. I hear you. You always want to find Bitcoin adjacent positions, things that are going to move alongside of Bitcoin, or things that are going to move alongside of something else, right? If you can't afford XRP, maybe you go to XLM. If you can't afford XLM, maybe you go to XDC, right? That's just how that really goes. It doesn't move as much as the real thing, but or sorry, not the real thing, but it doesn't move as much as, XRP or move as much as Bitcoin, but it still moves with it, and it still moves a lot. So where's the XRP chart? Let's look at XRP. Someone said pull up the XRP chart. Let's see what's happening on Rumble. Thank you guys for watching over here on Rumble. I appreciate it. What's good, Matt? What's your thoughts on CKB? The halving is in 2 days. I'll have to check it out. Give me a second. Make sure you kick the like button on the way in. Yes, we have 11 people here, so if you can, go ahead and kick that like button. It does help out, with the Rumble algorithm, the YouTube algorithm, everything that, you guys do. I appreciate it. Also for YouTube, if you guys want to hit the like button, get me up to 100 likes. That would be amazing. Absolutely amazing. But where we stand for XRP, we are seeing maybe a little bit of an increase in the last hour, but ultimately we still are down about 5% on the day, being down to about 61.3 cents and seeing the air popped on. Hopefully it's not cold air because I'm freezing down here. I don't want that at all. Give me a second. Oh, it's heat. All right, we should be fine. I'll take that. But yeah, XRP sitting at 61 cents. You're seeing $1.6 billion worth of volume and 32, almost $33 billion market cap. Now, you do see that we have a little bit higher of a supply where you have 53.7, almost approaching that 54% mark, and they add about 1 billion every single month. So you are going to see that continue to increase there. But when it comes to where XRP is right now, where it has been in the last 7 days, we can see why it has dropped. It did increase up to 73 cents that it increased to off of the XRP ETF news. Which I do want to go and check. Give me a second to go and check to see if that is still like taken down, because they did take that down, and I always like to go back and check to see if it is there. So let me go ahead and do that. iShares XRP Trust. So yeah, no records found. So it's not back up. That's good to see, because last time when you did call out, a filing, it was there, and then it was taken down, and then it was put back up days later. So that's something that I wanted to check out, and I'll continuously check that out. But like I said, XRP has dropped down, and the only reason it has dropped down is because people don't know exactly where it is going right now because of what's happening with Ripple and the SEC. You have the CEO that's coming out and going, look, we're taking this to the Supreme Court. And when you have that statement, that means that you're taking this to the final judgment and maybe even beyond that, right? Because the final judgment is in April 2024, meaning we have quite a few months away. Instead of seeing what the settlement could have been, it could have been this month. And honestly, the settlement can happen at any time if they offer the settlement. But the point is that they had the settlement, they took it back, and now I don't think Ripple is going to accept any settlement. They're just going to let it go to the final judgment, which doesn't really help XRP in the end, or it doesn't really help XRP now. It may help XRP in the end by having a larger push, months from now. But, it's not really helping it at the current day, at the current moment. So hopefully we can see some action and speculation and some news and all of that stuff that takes place for XRP. But right now, we're really only seeing in the last month that it's up 24%, 25%-ish. And it has retraced from the level of like 73 cents. So guys, like I said, make sure you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. And if you guys do want to follow me on Rumble, make sure you guys follow me on Rumble. We're approaching the level of 350 followers. We're like 3 followers away. So feel free to hit that follow button. The video that I posted last night got a decent amount of views for Rumble. Typically, the views on Rumble hover around 60 or 70 at max. But this one 9 hours ago, talking about ChatGPT and Shib's prediction on ChatGPT, got about 132 views. So I'm happy about that one. I'm not like ecstatic, like the fact that you could get literally thousands and thousands of views, but it is a smaller platform. It's not as popular of a platform, but I'm just happy to be able to create content over there and put content over there. So, yeah. Any thoughts on Mantle? I know that that was making a move, wasn't it? So if I go into cryptocurrencies, good morning, Mom to the Max. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up and moderating and doing everything you do. I appreciate it. Mantle is currently at 50 cents. It's at a 5% increase on the day, and we're also seeing the last hour that is increasing, so it's not necessarily pulling back with some of these things. So Mantle, like, what is it? Because I've never actually looked into it, but it currently sits at a $1.5 billion market cap, and you see $146 million worth of volume. It does have 49% of the supply that's out there, so it does have a bit of dilution, meaning it can dilute 100%. But what does that truly mean for the overall amount? That means that it could get to a fully diluted market cap of a $3 billion market cap. Can it get there? Has it been there before? Well, let's look at some of the history. So it has moved again 6% on the day. Last 7 days, it's up about 9%. Last month, it's up 57%. And the last year, it's actually down about it's up slightly 4.25%. Now, all history that we see within this really doesn't have much history. It goes back to July of 2023, where, again, this has dropped down to a certain level, which was a lower market cap. You saw it still at a $1 billion market cap. It just wasn't as high there. Now, you did see a $3 billion market cap here because you were at a much higher price, right? You were at, well, not a much higher price. You were at about 60 cents. So it doesn't really tell me that, yeah, as I look into that, I'm like, all right, well, you probably had, as you look at the higher price, you probably had less supply. Trying to think. So you had a higher price and now you have a lower price and you're still looking at so you probably had less supply and you're adding more supply at this time. So I would imagine that was the case and why it did spike. But after that, it was pretty consistent in the movement without any major spikes within that price. Now, it did, I guess there was some form of dilution because it doesn't look like it's dropping as much as the price. So I don't know what their dilution schedule is, but they definitely are doing that. Let's check out some predictions that they have for Mantle. Oh man, I guess we can't look at it. Let's see if somebody else has predictions. I always like those predictions that you get on the side, but I guess we don't really have those predictions right now. Let's see if I can find a different site that gives me price predictions. So give me a second. Let me just make sure it doesn't load anything and say, hey, why don't you sign up for our thing and use your Google email to do so. You know what I mean? I'm going to go down here and scroll to see what their price predictions for Mantle actually is. So apparently with this, they have more aggressive price predictions. So for Mantle 2023, they say it's going to be at a max of $2.23, which honestly would be, as you see a $3 billion market cap, it would be a $6 billion market cap at like some of those levels, I believe, right? So yeah, you would be looking at 50 cents multiplied by, 2 to get to $1, and then you'd be looking at about a $60 or $6 billion market cap. So they're saying that by 2030, it should be at $10, where it's currently sitting at 60 cents or 50 cents. And by 2050, they're saying that this is going to get to $68. So it's interesting. I've never actually looked at it, even though it's been around for a number of months, and it's up in the top 50 when it comes to market cap. So maybe I'll have to start exploring a little bit more outside of what the normal realm is. And I think where we'll do that at is the other channel that I have. So my other YouTube channel, let me go back to my main YouTube channel, and then I'll go there. So my other YouTube channels that I have, I think I'm going to start doing a little bit more like free-flowing updates on different positions that are out there and what they have to offer. I've always done that in the past on the Matthew Perry 2 channel, And, I wanted to make sure, we have stocks, we have crypto, we have different things that we're going into. But I think I need to, kind of expand maybe a little bit more and jump into some other positions. Not really jump into, but at least talk about other positions than the ones that are inside my portfolio. I typically talk about the ones that I'm holding because I, have strong belief in them. But maybe that'll open my eyes to other ones that I am holding. And then also seeing my Kraken portfolio and how I have that, it can open my eyes to maybe taking a portion out of, let's say, a certain position that's there that I invested at a lower point, and taking some of those gains, throwing it into some of the new positions that I do see as an opportunity, and then move on from there. So if you guys want that, make sure you guys go and subscribe to my Matthew Perry 2 channel, and I will produce a lot more content overall to break down newer and maybe better things, because there's always something new that's coming up. PNDC is a nice buy. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Is I have my Matthew Perry 2 channel, so I'm going to go ahead and put down some different positions that we can talk about that's over there. As well as still giving you guys like dividend updates and stock market updates. I want that to be a lot more than just, another outlet for cryptocurrency. Because currently I have, videos that I create over here, and they may be like standard videos, but, I go back and forth with giving you some major looks on content. Or maybe what I could do is, I'm trying to think. What I could do is do maybe a decent sized update over here on different positions on like the entire market and what really looks good to me at that time. And then have more specific reviews and things that are happening over there, as well as, stock market content. So one crypto video, one stock video over on that channel every day, whether I'm breaking down a new position or I'm going through my dividend portfolio. I want to make sure that we have all of that listed there. So we'll figure it out. But I think Mantle needs to be the first one that we go through, because it is, a top 50, technically top 40 coin, and we'll have a conversation about it. PNDC. What do you like about, how much do you have? Do you have anything invested in PNDC? Pond? Yeah, I think I have seen some things on this, but that's the issue, is that with the smaller market caps, that's where it starts to get into a little bit of an issue, because they tend to pump those smaller market caps with some of the videos that you create. And I don't mean to just pump it. I mean to talk about it. And when I talk about things like this, a lot of these smaller market caps, the 1 million to 50 million, will jump on that opportunity to get some sort of a free review out of it, rather than, have some sort of a paid review to see what is up and coming and give you my honest thoughts and opinions on what's going to happen. So that's why I don't typically go with a lot of the smaller end and what is up and coming, unless it's like a meme coin or like a big meme coin that's probably over like $100 million market cap. But you do have some that's in there. Always a great time to jump in the pond. So currently, instead of sitting at a $1.38 trillion market cap, we're at a $1.39 trillion market cap. So we are increasing a little bit, which is a good thing here. At least for me, at least what I can see, it's definitely a good thing. I need some more like decorations or something. I like the tree in the background. Definitely adds like some flair to it. But I think we need some more decorations, some different colored lights. I usually have the TV not on in the background, but like the LED on in the background, so it gives it a little bit more of a pop that consistently changes colors. So we'll figure that out as well. But yeah, thank you to the 23 people that are watching over on Rumble. If you guys haven't had a chance to hit the like button, please do so, so that we get this, Rumble algorithm rolling and we get it, to the level that we want to get it to. Thank you to the people that are watching on Twitch, the people that are watching on Kick. Hi, Matt from the UK. first on Kick. Well, thank you for watching on Kick. I appreciate it. Pepe. I don't think I've gone through Pepe today, so I probably should do that. Give me a second. And anybody that's viewing over on X, appreciate you guys. Thank you for doing so. Let's change the camera angle up. Look at that. Look at that camera angle. How you guys doing? Still got the spinning thing directly in front of your screen. I feel like this camera may be a little bit better. It seems like it moves higher quality. I don't know. Than the camcorder. I feel like the camcorder is just always on, or maybe it's dusty, or maybe it needs a new lens. I don't know. I kind of like this camera angle because it's like higher quality. Seems that way. Seems like this is moving a lot smoother without any type of like drag versus this where it seems like it's like dragging a little bit. Like you can see like the outline of what's happening. Or if I move my hand, like you see how it's like, I don't know, it seems like it's dragging. But then this one, it's not really dragging as much. Right? Does that make sense? Yeah, it's definitely dragging a lot more. I don't know why. They're both 4K cameras. Maybe one's just recording in just better quality. I don't know. I like that one though. That's a mirrorless camera. It's a Sony mirrorless camera. This is a Canon camcorder, which lasts me a lot longer. I don't know. Sorry. I'm getting into a whole different conversation. Um, not the small end. Do your own research, Matt. You'll see. Not the small end. What do you mean? On pond? No tree. You don't like the tree? We're in the bull market. Weren't we in the bull market? We still are. It's just a little bit of a pullback. I think we definitely are. It's just whether we're going to see a little bit of a retracement after we saw so much movement in the positive realm, or in the positive, we saw all this positive movement. I don't know how else to word that. But we saw all this positive movement, so we need some sort of retracement. Too much upward momentum is not sustainable. You need to see a little bit of a pullback. So I think the side camera is on 60 FPS and your front camera is on 30 FPS. You think my front camera is on 30 frames per second? I don't think so. I mean, I could have changed some of the settings, but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's not. I'll tell you what, it looks a lot better when it's recording. And maybe, you know what? Let me see something. Let me go to main camera and we'll go to Canon camera and we'll see what they have. It doesn't an FPS match. Highest frame per second. We could do the highest frame per second and we could see how that works. Any video format, it doesn't matter. Color range, we should be fine. I'm not going to do anything. Capture audio only. What? No. So then I don't know. It's the highest frames per second that it has at the moment, but I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Is the ETF getting delayed? Not that I know of. I just feel like right now they're just taking their time to do so. So with the the ETF, I believe the window of approval was to today, the 17th, and crazy enough, we're not seeing any type of positive movement, but it is still early. It's only 7 a.m. But either way, I mean, the crypto market is 24/7, so it's never going to be like, oh, well, it's only 7 a.m., so it can only go up from here. No, that's not the case. It could also decrease more. And in the sake of Caspa, I'm hoping that it decreases more because as you saw on X, if you didn't see on X, I caved and made an account on Uphold. I hate having so many accounts because now I have an account with KuCoin, with LBank, with Bitmart, with Coinbase, Crypto.com, Kraken, Uphold. I have like 7 different platforms. And then also, not to mention my wallets, which is like MetaMask, Coinbase wallet, Trust wallet. I just have so many different places to where I can have cryptocurrency, and I don't like to have that many places. I just want to have one place where I can buy everything and call it a day. But the problem is that if they don't offer it, then I can't buy it. And if I don't have an ability to buy it before it gets on a lot of these bigger platforms, then I never have that opportunity to gain a hell of a lot from those plays specifically. Check your OBS settings as well, or whatever software you're streaming on. So yeah, that's what I was going through to change to the highest FPS. I think it might be through the camera because again, this is definitely dragging, and I don't like that. I would like, if we had the video, because if I change the video literally to this, if I change the video literally to this, I feel like it's a lot clearer, and then I could sit here and just, chat it up with everybody to talk about whatever I'm talking about, but also it's a lot clearer. It seems like the video will go through just a little bit better because I go through some of my videos and I'm like, it's kind of looks grainy, kind of looks, yeah. But whatever, we'll figure it out. If I have to I don't like the mirrorless camera because I can't live stream for a long period of time. For this camera, I can live stream. I kept this on for 30 hours at one time, not on purpose. It was by accident because sometimes I'll flip the screen so that I can't see the screen because if I'm looking at the screen, I'm not looking at the camera. But if I flip the screen, I forget to turn it off. But anyways, we're not talking about that. Let's look at some other positions that we are invested into. Let me go ahead and look at Caspa and see where that is. I'm not invested in that, but it is at 11 cents. That might be the point of my first buy. That might be the point of my first buy on Caspa, because that's a decent sized pullback from 15 cents. I don't know. Because like I said, that's a decent pullback right now. But it's not going to be it's probably not going to be the end. Because TIA to $10. Yeah, I would agree. TIA is definitely moving. I have it. I have about $50 worth right now. I had $100+ worth, but now I have like $50 worth. So yeah, definitely a bloodbath. Are you saying that it's not a bloodbath? Laughing at the fact that it's a bloodbath? I just opened an account on Uphold, so I would be buying it on Uphold, um, if that's the case. What am I doing here? I think I'm doing this wrong. How do you do this? There we go. I think I was doing that wrong. Giving you a little bit of a extended price there. Did you make profits with farm? Did I make profits with farm? Yeah, I did make profits with farm, but also I also am still holding farm. So I didn't make profits recently. Like I didn't sell at a level of $45. No. I'm holding on for a lot longer of a term, but if I wanted to do short term, I could possibly do short term. But no, I didn't make any profits with farm right now. I made a total of about $9,000 before what I'm holding right now. However, my unrealized loss from this position is around 3,000, I believe, or 2,000 or something like that. By Caspa. I mean, it is dropping quite a bit. It's down 14%. Like I said, we needed to see a decent sized retracement, and it's not saying it's unhealthy. It's not saying that it's horrible as it is dropping, because what we're seeing right now, it's down to 11 cents, 11.3 cents at the moment. And seeing this at 11.3 cents, gives people an opportunity to finally, purchase it at a certain level, because Caspa has been increasing, continuously increasing, and has not seen a decent sized pullback. But from the level of where it was, right, where it has gotten to up here at about 14 or 15 cents, right, all the way down to this low level of $11.34, we are seeing this. If I put a custom range in here, I want to put a custom range of, let's say, this day, which is the 16th. Yeah, I want to do the 16th to the 17th, because yesterday we did see a decent sized push. So 16th to the 17th, is that 24 hours or what? I guess it's gonna show that maybe you're slightly up over that time, but or break even. But I want to see it at this point for 16th to the 17th. So from this high point of 14.5, I thought it got to 15 and down to 11 where it currently is. It's down about 16%. AVAX, what's going on with AVAX? AVAX is down about 5% right now, or 7%. Is it updating? 5%. Seeing it at 21.80. I mean, it's not really, and like, yes, it is decreasing today. Everything is really decreasing that much. But when you see AVAX overall in the last 7 days, it's up 64%. So it's not really an issue. It's not really something to be concerned about or worry about overall. Um, it's at $21.81 at the current moment. Again, up 64% in the last 7 days and 135% in the last month. So yes, we've seen a little retracement. We just haven't seen those major retracements to happen down to maybe $19 from a level of 24 to 19 would be a decently sized retracement. We haven't seen those. We've seen retracements come up short, and that's where the problem is. But right now, we're seeing a definite bloodbath, a lot of red that's happening in the market. Casper will be back 2 to 3 days, or maybe 15 cents Monday. Well, that'll be good. I'll take that any day of the week. Um, Um, so red means buy. Happy for this day. Yeah, red does mean buy. A lot of people will look at it the opposite way. They'll say, green means go, red means stop, right? But red means go and green means stop. If you find red, you want to make sure that you find the best level within that red. You buy, and then you sell in those times where people are greedy, right? Be greedy while others are fearful, and be fearful while others are greedy. That's how that goes. Is the ETF approval today? What is your comment? So for the ETF, for ETFs, I don't know if the approval will be today. I would love to see the approval today, and if it does, then this market completely turns around. However, today is that last day for this kind of window for it to be approved. But either way, I mean, it can be approved at any time. It could be approved later down the line. It's just this window was, super important for this approval, but we haven't really heard much about it. We've been hearing nothing but negative things, coming from like Kathy Wood and talking about how, Gary Gensler hates, crypto, but secretly loves crypto at the same time, but more or less just wants to cover his basis on what job he wants to have. So it's definitely something that I'm constantly looking into, trying to see if they're going to approve any type of ETFs. But we have a closer deadline for this than we do for XRP, right? The deadline and final judgment for XRP is in April. But settlement could happen at any time, which makes me think that that's not going to happen because what the CEO said and how they're going to take it to Supreme Court. But then with the ETFs, you have approvals, for January. You have approvals for March, for different ETF filings, and then you also have Ethereum as well. So it's coming. I don't think the approval will be today, but I would love for it to surprise us and say that it would. They always like to wait till the last second. Uh, Hopefully it stays down till next week when I get paid and trying to load up on CRO. I hear you. Where's CRO at? It's at like 90 or 9.5 cents, right? CRO. CRO is currently at 9.5 cents, down about 4%. I'm so cold. Is this I think that fireplace turned off. I'm freezing. I don't know why that fireplace turned off. I didn't turn it off. I'm always freezing down here. It's like air just funnels in from like this window over here and just like I don't know, it's just super cold. So I need that air to be on. Would the market be going down if no ETF approved? Would the market be going down more if no ETF approved? I mean, it'll hit a certain level and then bounce off of those levels. Um, but you need an electric blanket. Maybe. I don't know. If we have an electric fireplace, I can use the fireplace. Um, but the problem is that it just turned off. So I don't know. But I don't think that would be the case of like um, if the ETF does not have an approval today that you'll see a massive drop. No, because we know the approval's coming at some point. We just knew that this was a window. Um, CKB, Matt. What is CKB? CKB might be a good look for the upcoming years. Uh, Nervos Network, which is currently sitting at $165 million market cap with $6 million, worth of volume on the day. It does have an infinity or an infinite amount of supply. You're seeing a 42.9 billion circulating supply. Again, you have a lot of room for growth with $161 million market cap. Now, if we look at the history and where this has been over the last 7 days, up 7%. Over the last um, uh, month, it's up 46%. Over the last year, it's up 52%. And over all history, you see this down about 58%. It did hit a high of about 4 cents, which hopefully they had a high market cap that compares to what it would be. Um, I'm starting to like hate the way that this is structured. I hate that every individual piece moves because now I'm trying to get this all situated and this to be over here. It's just not working out. So, anyways, where this stands, I would like to know if this does. Can I get up to the top of the chart, man? Uh, I would like to know if this has any type of dilution. So when you see this here, it doesn't look like it had any type of major dilution at all. Maybe somewhere around here, but not really crazy dilution. So you had all the supply that was introduced, and I don't know what their schedule is on introducing any type of supply, but you did see this at $1 billion market cap, while this was at a 4 cent price. So currently it's at a $200 million market cap, meaning that if you get to, if you grow up to 0.0080% of a penny, that would be at a $400 million market cap, right? And again, this was close to a $1 billion market cap. So this doesn't really add up. There must have been some dilution here, somewhere around here. This doesn't really add up where it currently is because if it was to get to a 4 cent price again, a 4 cent price or 3 cent price or whatever, it would be worth way more than a $1 billion market cap. So either way, it shows that it has potential, but I also don't understand the dilution schedule. So it could be big, but with the unlimited supply, you want to understand that portion of it. If it has the unlimited supply, you want to know how they're introducing that supply. If it's something that's standard that's going to continuously dilute, you want to make sure you understand that. You know, CKB is having their halving in 2 days. Um, and what is their halving associated with? So it mines. You're gonna mine less coins. Is that a project that you mine? So open source blockchain system. Its goal is to create peer-to-peer crypto economy network, um, where users can access a wide range of secure blockchains or services. Nervous mainnet launched in 2019. Dual layer architect. Okay. Base layer mechanism operates as smart assets are stored in computation layers where transactions are processed. Base layer known as okay. No, that's interesting. I'll tell you that. But I think you still have to worry about how much um, is being diluted. So I'm always interested in that dilution portion. But if you have a way of taking away from that, you can see the halving schedule on the website. Click to explore it, and it'll take you to that page. Yeah, I would. I just want to be able to get into a lot of different stuff. I don't want to have to spend a lot of time on one specific project here in the live stream. But yeah, but that's good to know that they're having they're having. I'm just again only worried about that portion where people protect their investments. Overall, use case may be solid and overall growth and people seeing an opportunity may be solid. But for people that are in their certain investments, you just never know what they could do, you know, dilution wise. So it has come down to about 11 point, or it's 11.3 is the lowest point that it got to. 11.3, 11.2, and now you're seeing a little bit of a bounce up to 11.9, being at 11.88 at the current moment, being down about 8% instead of the 16% that it was at. We have 212 people here, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. I would love to get up to 150, 200 likes, something like that. Feel free to, follow me on Rumble as well. If you haven't seen my Rumble link, My Rumble link is in the description, or sorry, it's in the chat. So follow me on Rumble. We're almost at 350 followers, as well as if you guys want to follow me on Patreon. You can follow me on Patreon and get all different types of stuff with different membership levels, and join me in the chats or ask me some questions if you guys have any questions you want to ask me, whether it's in messages, in private messages, or in the communities. They opened up the communities that kind of acts as like a Discord where you create different, things. So feel free to go and join that and be a part of that over there. I'll follow and like for a tonic analysis. I did talk about tonic yesterday and where it was. Not really to break down exactly where it is going, because most of them I'm looking for an investment just based on a lot of the movement in the chart and the potential of previous or what we saw with history. But you can go ahead and follow and hit that like button. That would be great. Tonic is currently sitting at about $2.27. It's down 4% on the day, slightly up in the hour, but in the last 7 days, it's down about 9%. So things haven't really been looking great for tonic, but it could be a decent retracement, which means it creates opportunity for some people. Seeing it at about an $8 billion market cap at a $7.7 billion market cap with $62 million worth of volume. You would like to see a lot more volume for how many billions that this is at. You would expect to see a lot more. This is another one with an infinite supply that you have to factor into your overall decision. I've been in a couple of those. ICP, and where it was at like $75-ish. I saw how it was continuously adding to the total supply and how that total supply was adding to the circulating supply. And I had to get out of that with a gain before it got down to this low level. If I decided to continue to hold that as the dilution came up, it went all the way down to a level of like $3 from $75 where it was. And it had so much potential. It still has a lot of potential as long as they stop diluting. So same thing goes for here, right? I don't know what their dilution process actually is, but either way, it's down about 9% over the last 7 days. 1 month, it's up 13%, and the last year, it's up 33%. You're seeing this up all time, about 447%, hitting a high of about $4.50. If we look at the market cap, you can see what I mean, right? Dilution, you see the highest price that has ever been around this point, which is $10.25, and it's at $4.50. And then you see that same point, $4.25, the highest point it's ever been, and you see it at one of the lowest market caps it's been at, right, at 5.3 billion. So you've seen way less of the supply that was out there. At least you're looking at about half of that supply. So whatever the supply was, they added on another whole round of that supply, meaning that it showed a lot of dilution somewhere around here to really pick itself up. I would say the dilution probably happened here to go from a 2.5 to a 4.8 billion dollar market cap to push it up, and now you're seeing it at an $8 billion market cap, but a much lower price, even though it hit a high point in market cap. You got to watch out for that. So just know what their dilution schedule is, because this looks like a massive amount of dilution, and you may even have seen some here, unless that's just price increasing, which it looks like that is the case. It's just a price increase, because from this point is where they go from a $2 price point, right? What's the date on that? The date on this jump, right? So it goes from 6.9 to 6.10, or sorry, 6.13. So I guess from 6.12 to 6.13, you saw that really push up. So you would see that same instance right here, 6.12. It's at pretty much like comparable to like the lowest price it's ever been. And then you see it skyrocket in market cap because they diluted the position to bring it back up to a certain level. Price didn't really change at all. And price started to rise as well, but you have to make sure. Oh, I'm not even showing my screen. Am I not showing my screen? Thank you for for letting me know 12 minutes later. Um, but anyways, this is it, right? Ton. So here we go. We have 12. So 612 is the dilution schedule within it. So 612 is where this, is where it's at a low price there. And then you could see the market and how that has jumped, right? From 612 to 613 and how it has jumped. That's what we call dilution. So as it starts to increase there, it increases way more than what it would market cap wise because of the fact that it had a lot of dilution into it. So sorry about that. I thought I was showing my screen because it showed a screen over here, but it didn't show a screen over here on my Streamlabs. That's my bad. But thank you for everyone that's watching, whether you're on X, you're on Kick, you're on Twitch, um, or any other platform. Rumble, YouTube, all of those. Matt keeps talking about ton when the question was tonic. Was it? No, it wasn't. Ah, I thought it was ton. It is tonic. Well, ton looks okay. But yeah, worry about the dilution. Anybody that's in ton, worry about the dilution there. But you're talking about tectonic. I can't really say that I'm the biggest fan of tectonic, but it has seen a decent amount of increase with Chronos. So in the last 7 days, we see it up 8%. In the last month, it's up 33%. And in the last year, it's up about 72%. So Tectonic has increased, a little bit. I know that Tectonic has a lot that's left on the table when it comes to circulating supply versus total supply. So always be aware of that. And that's why you may see like certain percentages that you would get in the DeFi wallet. But either way, I mean, once you get to a fully diluted spot, and hopefully it's at a fully diluted spot at a lower point, I mean, it gives you nothing but opportunity. But again, all history has shown that this went from a certain price and how it was consistently diluted throughout the process to getting to where it is today. So I'm not saying that it's a horrible position. I'm not, because I like Chronos. I like Chronos Chain. I like everything really about it. But when you have a position that has a lot of dilution potential, that's what you'll get. This is what you'll get here. And when it still hasn't diluted everything, you have to kind of question that. Like, all right, long term, this is not giving me anything. Short term, it can give me something until this is fully diluted. But at least it's way better than where it was. Like now you're seeing this, at a level where it's 44%. So really, realistically, you can only dilute by 100% one time. Jasmy is crap. I don't think Jasmy is crap. Jasmy is a really, really good play. I haven't talked about Jasmy in a little bit. I think the Fed will cut rates sooner rather than later. That would be amazing if they decide to do that. Instant profit on Caspa. So Caspa went back up. So I guess, yeah, Caspa has jumped back up to 12 cents. So that's good to see. That's great to see, honestly. Um, when red is 20% bleed, 20% bleed coming on coins. To buy in on coins. You think there's going to be a 20% bleed on coins. What do you think about Brick? Fortnite coin, we looking gainer or loser? So I believe Brick is a low market cap coin, right? I don't like to um I don't like to go through low market cap coins because if I go through these, they tend to see a little bit of a pump. I do have bricks over on, because it's available on Kraken. So I do have it over on Kraken, but it's in my portfolio as a random play. Like it's not something I bought because I see upside within it. Honestly, I see upside within anything that's on a major exchange because people are going to look for the lowest position to get into. When you start to see things really, really run, they look for those lower end positions to get into to kind of pump those to a whole nother level and be a part of something that's just getting started. So, um, so yeah, I mean, I'm not, like I said, the biggest fan of what it is, but I'm a big fan of the fact that it's offered on many different exchanges. Seeing it on crypto.com exchange and Kraken is definitely huge, right? To be on Kraken, but not to be on a lot of other plays or a lot of other places, again, is absolutely huge. Someone is hitting me up. Um, okay. I think it is important. You do look at some of the low market cap tokens. Not everyone can afford to buy BTC. Oh, I agree. Understand that I look at them. It's just when I look at positions that are on screen, a lot of times, you're essentially, giving them kind of free advertisement. I hate the fact that I do it that way. And before I would look at a lot of them, but then there were also a lot of different projects that were using my live streams as their own advertisement because I would talk and say something positively about it. So if that's the case and they're going to use that as a form of like pumping it, then they may as well just reach out to me for a review and I'll do that. But I look at all of the lower market cap coins and anybody that wants to see my thoughts on some of these plays and where I believe they are, we can always like fully discuss those on Patreon, because that's probably the avenue to definitely look at those and get an update and get an understanding of where my head is and where everybody else's head actually is. So honestly, that's not a bad place to do it. But for a lot of the places that I have, or a lot of the positions that I have that are low market cap coins, I like some of the lower ones, but I just have to, I go through like my Kraken portfolio, and that's the extent of kind of going through those positions because you can start out with something that's low, and turn it into something that's worth a lot more. But with like a certain amount of followers, you have like the ability to kind of push that a lot more, and even without trying to. I hope Lunic momentum doesn't fade. Is Lunic actually making a move right now? Lunic's not making a move right now, but I guess you mean overall on whether it will fade. Don't sleep on Bone. No one's talking about it, but it's coming. Um, I I don't want to sit here and say that I disagree, but I don't want to agree because everything that they've done, like this team has done, has been horrible for Shiba Inu. It hasn't been a support system for Shiba Inu at all, and that's what it was supposed to be. Yeah, overall, I think it can hit a penny in the bull run, Matt. Yeah, I agree. I agree as well. I think that can, Terra Luna Classic can reach that level of a penny. I believe that a lot of people will become, very, or at least have the opportunity to become insanely wealthy from this play. The issue is that you've been maybe down for so long, if you were holding, closer to the top or closer to the midpoint or even closer to the low point, but still down, it's going to be a tough road when you see it breaking even and then you see it up 10,000, you see it up 30,000, you see it up 40,000. What do you do at that moment when you invested $1,000 into it and it's at $30,000? Well, you don't want it to come back down, but then there's some people that will hold on, maybe hold on for too long. So it's honestly the most difficult part of investing is, selling the position, finding the right time. Haycoin is down a measly $809,000, down 63% in 7 days. Is it? I might have to go ahead and purchase more of that. Where's Haycoin? So I currently have a little bit of Haycoin, and yeah, it's down to about a $1 million price per coin. Seeing it at a $4.3 million market cap, with $743,000 worth of volume. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely down from the 2.26 million. Where's it offered at? So it's offered on a few places, like Bitmart, Polynex, Uniswap, and I'm sure you'll see many more that come out of nowhere. Again, there's only 4 Haycoin in circulating supply, 4.5 total. That's why you see it at $1 million, or I guess now it's at $809,000 per coin. Good evening from Australia, Matt. Lunik is a sleeper, but when it wakes up, when it wakes, it will pay off big time. I don't disagree. I agree with that. F-Bone, it's gonna hit 55 cents this week. Sell it ASAP. CRL is holding up pretty nicely. When TIA and Corgi AI dip, I'm buying for a short-term hold. I hear you. I was looking at Corgi AI yesterday, and I think it definitely looks interesting. TIA I'm holding over on, or Celestia I'm holding on this platform, where you are seeing maybe a little bit of a dip here, just not a major dip. Celestia here, which is currently at $5.81 or 87 cents, down about 0.3%. It's all good. Nothing to worry about. Pullbacks are healthy and buying opportunities. I agree with you 100%. When you see red, that means buy, right? You find the best place to buy. When you see green, that means you either hold off or sell. Like, that should be where you are and how you read charts. Most people are ingrained in their system, ingrained in their mind that green means go in every scenario. But in these scenarios, as you see green, it doesn't mean continue to buy. It means that if you're holding the position and you're up a significant amount, maybe you decide to sell. December will be incredible this year. Well, I hope you're right, because a lot of people are calling for a major dump before we pump. I don't necessarily see that. I couldn't say that I see that, but we have increased a lot, and I would like to see a little bit of a retracement to get people prepared, because when people get an entry point, they start to see an opportunity to get into that play and then push up a massive amount. Now, if that opportunity right now could be from here through the next couple of days, and then see, the next week that starts to pick up again, that would be phenomenal. But that's not really 100% how that's going to happen. I hope that that's the case, because I would love for things to push up before the beginning of the new year, because with this, if the approval goes out to that time frame, with the approval of the ETFs, in January as well as through March, and then seeing the Bitcoin halving that comes up in April, and then seeing the ultimate judgment for the XRP case, and then hopefully getting into some conclusion talks or resolution talks with the SEC versus Coinbase, the SEC versus Binance, the SEC versus Terraform Labs. Just everything in general, we want to see come to their conclusion so that crypto can be massively adopted. And when it does, watch out. Absolutely watch out. And maybe that's just my opinion, but I'm super bullish on where crypto will be in 2024. I was bullish on where crypto would be in 2023, but no one would have expected that we would see all these lawsuits come up. We would see, collapses of, cryptocurrency projects and exchanges and all that stuff that was in 2022. But still, like you see a lot of stuff that didn't really give us the clearest mind towards crypto absolutely pumping. I don't know what Hayden's crying for. I was selling in the highs and buying in the dips today. Wait, today, but didn't feel the need to make realized gains. Yeah, I hear you. In these highs, you don't. Some people may not see it necessary to sell at this moment because maybe they're not playing the short game. Matt, did you catch the dip? Yes, I did catch the dip for Caspa. Um, so yeah, I think honestly, as a lot of people want to play this. They want to play it in the long term. They want to see this flourish whenever the bull market does happen, and they want to be a part of it as the whole journey does go. But they also want to be a part of it short term and be able to profit as it does pump up, as it pulls down. And I think it's so difficult to set aside certain funds to do that, right? Because you have funds over here that could be long term, and then you have funds over here that could be short term. And those funds that happen short term, you want to see it absolutely gain a ton of value. Give me a second. Let me go and calm this child down. I don't know why she's just crying, but I need to calm her down. Give me 1 second. All right. So, anyways, we got 38 people that are here. Thank you guys for being here and hitting the like button and doing everything you do. Also, we have 17 people that are on Rumble. Thank you for watching as well. Good morning, Rumble only fans. Do you think the market is going to dump around the summertime again? Around our summertime again, like the next summer? No, I don't think that will be the case. I think we're going to see the markets thrive during that whole year, honestly. We may see retracements as we're moving on up, but the ultimate trend will be like that. So I don't think that we will see a major retracement in the summertime. I think that will it's going to set us up for success, especially in the springtime where you see the Bitcoin halving that's happening and all that stuff that's happening there. So no, I don't think that will be the case. Is it worth investing in Chronos coin? In Chronos coin, what do you think? I'm trying to see if that says that. Yeah, I think Chronos is definitely worth the investment. When I see Crow, I understand all the things that it can be and will be, right? So I look at crypto.com and I look at Crow as kind of a reflection of that and how much it, will be worth. Because CRO is a major exchange, right? Yes, it doesn't provide the most amount of volume that you could see, and maybe they can find a way to fix that if they fix their price difference issues. But yeah, I see Chronos as a major play, sitting at 9.6 cents at the moment, and has so much room for growth. Right? It used to hover or hold around the 30 to 40 cent mark or 50 cent mark. So where it currently stands, even if you do see it only to a 50-cent price, that's still a 5x return. However, I see it at much further than that. I have 260K Chronos. I think so. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I now have 89,000. I bought another 1,000 the other day. Let's compare bank balances. Let's not compare bank balances. I think I'm gonna put like 5,000 pounds into it. Is that what that is? Do you think ETH gas fees will ultimately kill the ETH price? So that's a good question. I don't think so. I do think that it will be a struggle because ETH is still going to have an issue with a lot of their gas prices. But you do have a bunch of layer two solutions that are being created that people are hopefully have seamless communication with. That's what I would hope. And with a lot of where people are purchasing it, I would probably say no. But what it would do is for anything that's kind of DeFi, it kind of opens up the door for a lot of other things that are out there. Other players, other chains that are out there that are probably going to see. Sorry, I was reading something. It opens the door for a lot of other chains that are probably going to see a lower price, and you'll start to see more people that get into some of those chains and work with some of those chains because of the fact that it's cheaper, right? But when it comes to the exchange side of things, I mean, you have, you know, what's it called? Coinbase. I couldn't think of the name. Coinbase that's really functioning or not solely off of it, but definitely an ERC20 platform. So it's not something that will honestly go away as you see the support for the ETH side on the exchange side. So I don't necessarily think that you will see it kill ETH overall. I think you'll still see it, but it's just probably more of the DeFi side and not seeing major movements over there because of how expensive it will be in the bull run. You remember how expensive it was before. When I remember when I was trying to move 900 USDT over to to like Coinbase or something like that, and it said it was going to charge me $950. So $50 more than what I was going to send in order to get that transferred over. So yeah, I'm sure the ETH prices will be insane. And most people will try and pull away from being on exchanges or moving on, the that side, the DEX side. So, good morning, Matthew. I think I see red, and I'll dollar cost average on a few of my coins. That's usually how that goes. As long as you are at a lower cost basis than you were. I'm new to this Chronos. New to this. Is Chronos good to invest now? Chronos is a good buy right now. I'm not saying that that this is the best buy possible, that you won't see it drop a little bit lower. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that it is a good buy for the long term and where Chronos will be. So if you ultimately make that decision on what you're going to buy, based on this, understand that you probably want to be more long term than you are short term in order to see that profit play out, because you might end up seeing negativity right away, but then positivity as time goes on. But we are at a low price. So anyways, give me a second, guys. I have to go and get Harper on the bus, and then I'm going to bring Hayden down with some breakfast, and then we'll continue to live stream. Just depends on when the bus actually comes. So give me a few minutes, and I'll be right back. Yeah, you can sit over there, but don't take your water over there. We'll have to turn this. Stay over there. Don't mess around with that. I don't want you to fall and hurt yourself. So that was an adventure. I don't know if you guys are still here, but maybe you're still listening. I appreciate you guys, whoever is still here, whether you're on Rumble or you're on YouTube or you're on Kick or whatever platform you're on. I appreciate you guys for waiting. That was the longest time I've waited for the bus. It started at 8:05, where it typically comes at like 8:10. And it took until 8:50 for it to come. So I apologize because I thought it would be here. I mean, the bus usually comes around 8:10 to 8:15. But yeah, I also had a phone call to make. So either way, I mean, it still would have been a decent amount of time. It just wouldn't have been that long of a time. Like that was like 50 minutes or so that I've been waiting, or 40 minutes overall that I was waiting for this bus to come, you know? So again, I apologize for everything. I don't know where the crypto market has gone. It looks like it is increasing to a $1.4 trillion market cap instead of being down to, oh no, it's at a 1.39 trillion dollar market cap currently. They're seeing it at a 1.7% decrease over the day. And if we look at, let's say, Bitcoin's dominance, it has increased a slight bit, 0.32 or 0.36%. We're also seeing that Ethereum is down by 3.9%. Bitcoin is down by about 1%. You're seeing BNB, that's down about 2%. XRP, that's down below that 61 cent mark, but down 3.4%. Solana is at $58, down 7.7%. And you see Cardano, that's down. You see Dogecoin, that's actually up quite a bit. It's up 6%. In the last hour, it's up 0.8%. So that above the 8 cent level is definitely kind of refreshing to see. Polygon is down 8% as well. Avalanche 7%. So a lot of things that are down. Even Shiba Inu is slightly down. Yeah, a lot of things are down. So why are we going down? We're decreasing because of the fact that we don't know. Well, one of the reasons, right? Today's the 17th, where the approval of the Bitcoin ETF could have been. We could have seen it all through this week. We didn't see any of it. And honestly, we still have the rest of the day to really understand if we are going to see that. But it's not looking like we are going to see that. But it could be something that picks up the market. But the main reason why we are decreasing is because we needed a retracement. Everything really increased up. And this wouldn't even be considered as that full retracement, honestly. So where we are seeing a lot of things going, we're not really seeing that full retracement overall. Bitcoin is still at 36, which is, yes, it was at 37 and pushing, I believe, 38, which is a little bit of a retracement, but not as much as, you would hope for. You also see Ethereum that was at 2,100, now back down to 19, high 19s. And you see things like Shiba Inu that's really been hovering around this point. Solana that's still up at the close to the $60 mark. So you needed to see a little of a retracement, right? Those are the only reasons as to why we would see that. But yeah, it seems like we still have 27 people that are watching on Rumble. So I appreciate you guys for watching over here. Happy birthday, Slayer. Also, Scorpio, mine. Okay. Good morning. What's up, everybody? Do you think the crypto market is going to cool off a bit during December? If it does, I think I'm going to buy a bunch more CRO. So I wouldn't necessarily say that I think we're going to see it cool off. What I believe we're going to see is kind of a little bit of retracement after we've seen all of what has happened for the past 2 weeks. We need to see some form of a level off, not a cool off as in like it's going to drop down to a $1 trillion market cap. That would be amazing if it does, but that's not really the case that I believe it's going to be. I believe we're going to see, and again, this is all just speculation because no one really knows or truly knows what will happen within the crypto market. But I believe we will see December as more of a bullish month leading into 2024, leading into the ultimate decision and approval of the ETFs. So as you have the build up to the news or the build up to things that are actually happening that's going to be positive, you're going to have people that are buying in anticipation of that happening. So that's really what I see. Normal correction markets don't do up only. That Andrew. Yeah, we don't only go up, if that's what you're saying. I know I FOMO'd into CAS even at 3 cents, hence why I was a bit uncomfortable. It was a good ride because it kept going up, not seeming like it was a bear market. CAS is DeFi, so definitely will prosper. I agree with you. I think it will. I don't know where CAS is right now, but I would like to check where CAS is. So currently it's sitting at about 12 cents. It's down 11% on the day. I was able to actually get into CAS at a level of 11 cents. So I ended up purchasing some, which I will make a video on later today. But it's not to say that I purchased a lot, right? I have a certain amount that I have the ability to purchase, but I didn't end up getting that because as you saw on X, I don't even know if I have my Twitter account up. As you saw on X, I said that I created an Uphold account. So I finally created an Uphold account. So that's not it. We have 0 viewers right now on X. I actually had a lot of tweets today related to different things. Bally's, Lucky's Leprechaun. We also have here where I have okay, twist my arm. I'll join Uphold. And just talking about XRP, CAS, Bonk, because Bonk is available over on that platform as well. But as you saw, I decided to make an entry into there, or at least make an account. Now I have like 10 or 12 different accounts that I hold crypto on. The EFTs will their ETFs will happen when I'm unsure. The crypto market will go ballistic when it happens. I agree. I don't disagree with you. I think we will see the crypto market absolutely thrive during that time period. 349. So we have 349 people that are following on Rumble. Yeah, so we're currently at 349 followers. If you guys can hit that follow button. We have 31 people that are watching on Rumble. I don't know if all of you are following me, but I would appreciate it if you guys, hit that follow button. As well as if you're on YouTube and you see that, I have my Rumble, the link is in the chat. Go and follow me over there, and we'll get started, and or we'll do the Rumble only live streams and all that stuff. Every time we do a live stream, we do one, on YouTube involving YouTube, and then we, transition over to Rumble only at a certain point. So yeah, feel free to follow me on that platform. I don't feel right doing that now because of the fact that we have I was like literally absent from this chair for like 45 minutes or something. Thrive is an understatement. You think thrive is an understatement? You think it'll be an absolute explosion? Ballistic is the word you wanted to use, and ballistic is the term that we will now use. But yeah, I'm always interested in finding any type of um, new position or a position that I can purchase, position that I can believe in. Nuclear. That's we're gonna go nuclear. What's up, everybody? How you doing, Major Duck? How's everybody doing? All the moderators and members in this chat. I appreciate you guys being here. The 122 people that are here, we're almost at 200 likes. So if you haven't hit the like button yet, feel free to kick that like button for the YouTube algorithm to get it out to more people, as well as just getting me to a certain goal. Um, what did you find? I'm a bit late. Um, so what did I find? I really didn't find much. I really didn't find much. We just talked about why the market has decided to turn back. The fact that we're seeing, Caspa that's down, the fact that we're seeing a lot of things that are down. Let's actually look at things that are down the most right now because we're currently at a 1.38 trillion dollar market cap. So it is decreasing, steadily decreasing. And if we look at things that are increasing, we have Mantle that's actually increasing on the day. Last hour, it actually is decreasing. Near Protocol, that is increasing as well. Dogecoin, that is increasing. Yearn Finance, Celestia is up to about $6. And Monero, you have KuCoin token, HBAR, those that are actually increasing on the day. But then you have things that are decreasing a lot. And the list goes on and on and on. You have Caspa that has decreased from a level of 15 down to 12. It actually hit a level of like 11, low 11s. You see FTX token that's down to about $3. Lido that's down to $2.17, down 18%. Or sorry, not 18%, 8 or 9%. Injective that's down about 8%, 8.5%. CFX that's down 8.5% as well. Polygon 8%, Ordi 8%. Arbitrum is also 8%, Render 7%, and so on and so forth. There's a lot of things that are down. It's a complete bloodbath, and you go a long way before you reach under 1% and you start getting to the positive things. And this is only in the top 100. Because if you start looking at other things that are outside the top 100, things that are moving a lot more, like if we go over to cryptocurrencies, or sorry, we go over to trending or something like that. Maybe we'll go to trending. We go to cryptocurrencies, go to ranking. Can I get like um, anything in like the top 100? Can I filter it? What did I just do? Oh, so it gives me a little heat map on what's decreasing, what's increasing. I kind of like that. Why does Bitcoin have to be up there? And it gives you the dominance and shows you that Bitcoin's dominance is 51%. You see that USTC dominance is 6%. BNB dominance is about 2%. XRP dominance is 2% as well. But you're seeing 16% for ETH and 51% for BTC. I like the heat map. Heat maps just tell you a lot. I mean, you can click on the position and it'll give you a little bit more. So the price, where the market cap is, what the current volume is for the day. I like that. Maybe I'll have to go through that when I go through like a complete crypto update. Maybe I can decrease the size of this so everybody can see it. But I won't be able to see a lot of the smaller ones. So I mean, I'm still buying cryptocurrency like left and right. Someone asked if I'm buying cryptocurrency. I'm still buying cryptocurrency, but it's like sparingly. Like I'm not technically buying as much. Like a lot of times, what I'm holding now for like CRO, I haven't really bought too much more, but I did buy 1,000, a little bit more. So 1,000 more, I'm buying things that I see as maybe some opportunities to go further, some things that I want to be a part of. I want to talk about and have a position in. So yeah, I mean, I'm buying a couple of things, but not much. Like it's definitely more or less I'm sitting on a lot of things rather than buying at the moment. Unless there's something that's like brand new that I feel like is worth purchasing at the moment. So yeah, that's kind of where I stand. Is 5 million Lunic enough for what? That's what I need to know. I don't know what you mean by is it enough? Because if is it enough to make you a millionaire? I mean, it all depends on where we go, right? You want to save it for that situation in the end, and maybe you can end up making $1 million or $5 million if it gets to a dollar. But other than that, I mean, it's difficult to say whether you are going to see it get to $1 million. But if you're talking about just being profitable, like, I mean, of course you're going to be profitable. I believe Lunic is going to be, as you look at it at a level of like a 1 cent level, you'll be seeing somewhere around what, 50,000 dollars at that point. While people that have 50 million will be seeing somewhere around 500,000. So it depends on what you decide to do. Most likely you're going to find a place to take profit, and that's understandable. If it hits 1 cent, that's like 50K. So it's enough to make you a decent amount, but it's not enough to like make you a Lunic millionaire if that's what you're asking. But you never honestly know, because if you sit here and accept $40,000 at a level of 1 cent and you leave $1 million in there, or you leave a million coins in there, and it somehow finds a way to push up to $1 million or $1 per coin, well, now you have $1 million on your hands. So honestly, you never 100% know. But also, as it's making that move up to that point, will you end up selling before that? So it's all up to what you decide to do in your own selling strategy. Speaking of selling strategy, I'm actually looking to revamp this. So I'm changing this around a little bit, the exit strategy spreadsheet, to where I'm adding the coin symbols, adding some couple of things, add a couple of things like all-time high market cap, and then go through the significant parts or significant points in where that will be, and then building different exit strategies across the board. So if you guys want the current exit strategy spreadsheet, it's over on my Patreon, which you guys can go over here and get. If you wanted to, just go to Patreon. You can sign up, and it'll be one of the first, like, it should be pinned, but I don't know why it's not pinned for this. But it should be up here, and you'll be able to find it. You'll see all exit plan spreadsheets, and you'll be able to get the exit plan spreadsheets by viewing the post and then going in here, and you'll be able to see, sorry, let me change this. So you'll be able to go in here and select the spreadsheet and download the spreadsheet if you really wanted to. So yeah, feel free to go and check that out if you guys are interested. But yeah. Good morning, Matt. Where do you see ETFs taking crypto market by 2025? So ETFs are an interesting piece of the crypto market, right? Because ETFs bring traditionalists into the market, which means that you have more stability. And when you have people that are, stabilizing the price in ETFs, that's why, you have a lot of these ETFs. People are holding majority of, they'll hold a bunch of different positions, in one, and really see the overall movement of that market depending on what the underlying positions are doing. So if it's a tech, ETF, we see, entire, thing that's created underneath it. You're seeing the same thing with with cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and Ethereum. And you have more traditionalists that are getting into it for the long term, which creates, again, that stability, meaning that we're not going to see as large price fluctuations. So once we do see those larger moves, with the fact that everything's moving up, with the aggressive movers, as well as the more consistent, like I'm going to consistently invest into this ETF, which will probably be me. I'll have something there, but I would love if it was more of a dividend paying ETF. That would be fantastic. But we'll see what comes out of everything. But usually dividends are paid by, if it gets to the point where you house a lot of stakeable positions that provide you an APY, you can technically have that dividend ETF in the end, but that may be a while from now. But yeah, I see ETFs taking it to a whole nother level of stability and growth. What is the max supply of Caspa, and where's the best place to find all that info? Thank you. So where's the best, or what's the best supply, the max supply of Caspa? So the max supply of Caspa, you can find it on CoinMarketCap. So CoinMarketCap, it'll give you the updated information on what the circulating supply is. All you have to do is go over to the left side here, and you'll see, I couldn't think of rights and lefts, but you go over to the left side here, you'll see the circulating supply at 21.5 billion, but then you'll see the total or max supply right here of 28.7 billion total coins that's there. Fully diluted market cap will be at 3.4 billion if that was completely diluted, but you see the complete supply of Caspa on CoinMarketCap. That's the best place to get it. What is your opinion on the Jasmy lockup based on the information that's available? So I think it's going to be good, right? Any type of lockup when you have, sorry, when you have coins that are going to be held, that are going to be locked up, that means that people that invested beforehand will have a higher price ceiling after the lockup. However, it's only going to be lockup periods for a certain period of time, which means that people that invest after the lockup period will probably have some sort of dilution to them. Now, will it be a massive dilution? It depends on what will be locked up. I'm hearing anything from 1 billion to 30 billion. Like, I don't know exactly what will be locked up, but all I know is that it won't happen all at once. It'll be something that happens over a certain amount of time. So Jasmy, honestly, is definitely, with that lockup, definitely create strength for the people that are already in it. Speaking of Jasmy, let's check out where Jasmy is. It probably came back below 50% of a penny, but let's see. Hopefully it didn't. Yeah, so it's currently standing at 48% of a penny, 48.5, 48.3% of a penny, down 6%. You're seeing it $237 million of a market cap. And you're also looking at about $34 million worth of volume. So yeah, man, you're one of the greatest doing it, man. The way you go about finances is easy to understand. And some of the smartest yet simple strategies. Yeah, I mean, that's the way we have to do it. A lot of people, what they try and do is gatekeep a lot of these things that they know and make it more complex. The simpler you make it, the easier other people understand it and the more that they can do it without you. That's the way that a lot of other people think about it. And I think of that as a good thing. If people know how to do it without me and without, anybody else, then it's good for them in the end, right? They can do it without having to be a member anywhere, send super chats or sign up for any courses or anything like that. Once you take initiative to learn all of the simple strategies, it makes all the complex strategies seem super easy. So I try to make it as simple as possible while everybody else is bringing you all of this extra stuff where they're like, oh, well, the technical analysis and how we have the golden cross and how we have all these other indicators that we're really going off of. You make it as complex as possible so people come back and think that you're smart and know what you're talking about. But realistically, It's as simple as what people are going to do in these times when they hear different news, right? Where positions are going to bounce off of when it comes to how far it's decreasing. Are we seeing any forms of resistance? Are we seeing any forms of support, right? All of those levels, how likely are they to hold those supports and resistance levels? It's very simple, but people like to make it complex. And, even to the point where, like, right now, my brother knows kind of nothing about crypto. And I explained a couple of things to him during the time he was here, and he's already getting, understanding when to buy into a position and when not to buy. The simplest things that a lot of other people and experts still make the mistake in doing is buying at the peak points. And he's telling me how, like, I'm like, oh, well, we were looking at this position. He was like, yeah, I'm not going to get into that position because, the position is rising too much and you're going to see a little bit of a retracement. I'm like, where did you learn this from? And he was like, I mean, I just kind of learned by you, telling me. And I'm like, that's amazing that can be easily transferable, right? That information can be easily transferable. So I don't know. I'm not the smartest person in the world. I know people that are way smarter and know a bunch of different patterns and a bunch of different technical analysis that get them to where they need to get to eventually. But as long as you stick to your strategy, you should be profitable. The issue is that when people go outside their strategy, or maybe their strategy just isn't good enough, and if you see that strategy doesn't work, then you have to, kind of redo that, you know? Yeah, that's why I love it here, man. Appreciate you for real. Well, thank you for saying that, Major Duck. I appreciate that a lot. But yeah, a lot of people will go to somebody that understands or that displays a lot of the more complex investment strategies in getting them to where they need to get to. But it's honestly simple for a simple profit that you can gain. So yeah, we got 20 people that are here on Rumble. I appreciate you guys for being here, and we currently have 19 likes. 20 people, 19 likes. Ratio is amazing, right? So thank you for hitting that like button. I appreciate it. And anybody on YouTube, guys, if you haven't hit the like button yet, feel free to get me to 200 likes. That would be fantastic. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a Rumble only stream in about 8 minutes. So we're gonna get off of YouTube, and we'll still be on Twitch and Kick, but we don't really have as many viewers on Twitch and Kick. We have one person that's watching on Twitch and one person that's watching on Kick. So that's where we stand on both of those. And then we have nobody watching over on X. So again, yeah, we're going to be doing a Rumble only live stream in a little bit. What's Rumble? So I'm new to this. So Rumble is a new video service platform that I'm using. I'm trying to create a presence on that platform. It's right here on the screen. So I created a channel over there. It's kind of just like YouTube, but from what I hear, just a little bit more freeing when it comes to what you can and what you can say. This child laughing behind me. So yeah, I have a Rumble account that I'm looking to build up, and I post a lot of the same content, or all of the same content that I post over here, unless it's some sort of a sponsored post or something. But we have, I'm live on it right now, and yeah, Rumble is another streaming platform. It's technically another video service platform. It's not about streaming, but I do stream on it. It's more about the videos altogether. She finds something funny back here, like just absolutely hilarious. We're 2 likes away from 200 likes. So yeah, Peter just posted the link. The link is also pinned to the chat, but yeah. Did you hear her laugh? She loves Tiana, or Princess and the Frog. Yep. She's funny. Sorry I'm late to the party. Matt, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain. I could have been better um, if uh, if this bus wouldn't have taken absolutely forever. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I can't really complain. But I would like to see. I guess maybe I can complain a little bit. I would like to see the crypto market thrive. I would like to see the crypto market, or what's the word that I should be using? Explode or go nuclear. I would like to see that. We did hit 200 likes. Thank you for the likes, guys. I appreciate it. Uh, got my Amex bill, so I'm in that boat. Yeah, I don't have. Well, I don't get my Amex bill um, sent to me. It's typically through email or whatever. But you live in a small town, Matt? No, I don't. It's a pretty big town. Reading, PA, something like that. Around the Reading area, but technically it's all considered Reading. So no, I don't live in a small town. It's a bunch of people. Appreciate you, bro. Have a phenomenal day. God gave us another one. It's true. Uh, should have a decent bus service then. Well, we usually do, but last year was way better than this year. It's like this year they're trying to. It's like you got a bunch of people that are sick and buses that are breaking down. It's like that's the issue. But all the other school systems don't have free busing, but we do. So that's where it's a little bit of the issue, right? I believe that's the case. It's like free busing or having a busing system altogether. An update on Lucky's LP. Yeah, we can always do that. Crow is killing me. I keep buying and dollar cost averaging. Now I close. Wait, you're close to 410K. 410K CRO. That's great. I hope $2 will hit for CRO and we can make good gains. 100%. I'm 100% with you. Any update on Lucky's LP? So I don't really have many updates on Lucky's LP, but from what I did see, I posted something on X. I posted something on X recently that they have a new listing coming soon. So CoinStore lists Lucky's LP, and that's a big deal, right? They keep making moves. You keep seeing more and more exchanges, which means that you can potentially see more volume. So the more moves that they make, the better the situation gets for Lucky's LP. And I'm glad that they're making these moves. But let's go ahead and check. Let's see maybe what's happening with Lucky's. See where it is right now. So I know I did see that it increased, but right now it's down by 20. Was it 47% from where it was? So the reason why it's down by 47% is the last 7 days we saw it pick up. Right, so it pushed up to a level here of that drop zero level, which brought it close to $1 million market cap, I believe. It's not going to give you an update on the market cap, but it brought it to like $1 million market cap or something like that. So seeing that, you obviously saw that drop off of there. And now you see it at a level of $434,000 market cap with $275,000 worth of volume. I believe you have a little bit more holders than the last time I checked. You're looking at about 344 holders versus the 325 that I saw recently. So that's a big deal to be able to see so much more holders or so many more holders that's happened. But yeah, when you look at the different exchanges, right? They have 2bit, they have Biconomy exchange, and then Tokepi, which again, you'll see a lot of other exchanges that they decide to partner with and get listed on, which would be fantastic. To just get listed on exchanges is a big deal, and to be able to see multiple like tens of thousands of dollars worth of volume would be amazing, and to just see that continue in various places, again, really, really good. So you're going to see this listing, this new listing of Coin Store, and I'm sure they're going to have more listings as the days go on. They seem to be very serious in what they are doing, and I hope that the best things do come for this position, and we continue to grow, because I would like to be a part of something that grows from the bottom up. So wait, what am I talking about here? Um, oh, this is a different person. Sorry. I'm totally confused. I don't understand. Sometimes I don't understand Telegram. All right. All right, guys, we are at 9:30. So, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you guys want to go and follow me over on Rumble, feel free to follow me over on Rumble. We're going to continue this for about 30 more minutes over there and just talk about the crypto market and see what is happening within there. And if we have any new news, we'll go through some of that news as well. So, again, follow me on Rumble. The link is in the description. Thank you for the likes and thank you for everything that you guys are doing. I appreciate it. Gorgon, thank you for that. Gorgon, thank you for the $10 super chat. I appreciate that. Coming in clutch at the end of the stream, at least on YouTube. So Goran Tomic donated $10 through super chat from Crow Army. I appreciate that, man. I really do. And the fact that the super chat and the text to speech came in early instead of later means that I may have fixed something, which would be great. But yeah, if you guys want to go and follow me over to Rumble, feel free to follow me on Rumble. I'm going to continue streaming over there. And I'll catch everybody on YouTube, hopefully over there. See ya.